QueenCityPodcastNetwork.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we back just like we never left. We back like we never left. All right, what are we talking about? I don't know what we're talking about, but anyway,
the FSU loss. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, that's what it was. You didn't want to talk about that.
I'm cool on that.
No, we need to talk about it though. How you? Are you okay?
For what?
Are you okay?
Bro, I'm not that invested like that. It's only one team I'm invested in, and that's the Carolina Panthers. I'm not emotionally invested with anybody, bro. Like, it's cool. L's happen, bro. It is what it is.
Don't be like my man that was like sacks happen. All right, just we know L's happen. We got it.
Yeah, man. It is what it is, bro.
We're gonna watch the presser, right? We're gonna watch these.
Oh yeah, that's what we were doing. Let me go to.
They want to see your cave too, but you know.
What cave?
Your stuff.
Nah, they want to see the stuff.
Yeah, the stuff.
All right, we could do that.
Pause, by the way, we could have came over.
It took a minute for you to start the stream again. You finished crying?
Come on, bro. Relax.
Relax. I just want to make sure, you got to worry.
Y'all better. Everybody talking about Clemson. Y'all okay? Y'all keep acting like. I don't think Clemson's gonna win that conference.
Whoops. Go. Go. Y'all hear that?
Getting used to the business.
For sure.
What perspective?
Stop, man.
Game from last year, the Cutdown, obviously losing all these teammates that you've taken into this year, kind of mentally, knowing what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's something that happens every year. But I don't know. I don't think there's really anything you could do to get used to it or make it any less impactful. I definitely feel for all the guys that we let go, all the guys that, are just in, different circumstances right now. And all the guys across the league, there's a bunch of, obviously all the other teams had to do the same thing. And yeah, it's a tough business. I pray for everyone who, a lot of people's futures are up in the air. There's a lot of uncertainty with people, and that's just, that's just a tough, people have families, people have, wives, kids, loved ones, people depend on them. And, again, it's a tough part of the business. So it's hard. A lot of guys that we you build a relationship with that give a lot, you see day in and day out, see every day, build a rapport with, and just seeing them gone, it sucks. So I feel for everyone dealing with that.
On a positive note, they kept 7 wide receivers. What does that say about the room, and what have you seen from the room? Not maybe necessarily compared to last year, but how it compares to kind of, the ebbs and flows of that room over the last, I guess, however many months.
Yeah.
Man, what are you asking?
I think it just speaks to the strength we have in that room. A lot of guys that, again, worked hard, happy for everyone who made it and, who's on the team. I think we have a great room, a lot of people that, contribute. And again, it's just cool seeing the growth of those other guys that are here, from first got them, whether it be OTAs, training camp, whatever it may be, and then just seeing them develop and grow, get more comfortable in the system. All of us kind of being able to do that together. So I'm super excited for that.
If a team called you up and asked you about the growth that Terrace Marshall made from year 1 to year 2, what would you say after having practiced them both summers?
Yeah, I just say that that's someone who works extremely hard, cares, is always the last person on the field leaving.
That's true.
On the field, just like you said, I feel like I've seen just so much growth. And really, I feel like just him being who he is. I don't think it's, him playing above some level of development. It's just seeing him be who he is. We saw it this weekend, him making plays, creating separation, run after the catch, getting in the end zone, coming up in big moments. And that's something that I wholeheartedly believe he can do consistently. Obviously, the business of it, you never know where people end up, what's going on, but that's someone I believe in tremendously. Someone that will be an addition to any room, who I know where, again, you never know what's going on, but I have the utmost confidence he's going to have success in the future. And great person off the field as well. Been amazing just to be around, to be in the locker room with. Brings a lot, raise other people up around him. Again, always hardworking, super humble. So that's my guy. I won't hurt. And again, you don't know how the business is, but I know whatever it is, there's a lot of success in his future.
How much input did the coaches ask for from you on the receivers, on who stayed, who didn't?
Yeah, I'm a player. That's front office decisions, that coaching decisions. They're going to make the decisions that are best for the team, and I trust in them. I believe in them. I know it's not easy for them either. I back them and support their decisions, but that's the front office and the coaching staff job.
Bryce, Coker's on this initial 53. What is it throughout offseason and training camp that's kind of stood out maybe to you to warrant this spot?
Yeah, just someone that, again, works tremendously hard, is always doing the right thing, attention to detail. He's made a lot of plays. It's also great just to see his comfortability at this level. Again, obviously you come in and you're playing in a new league, new level against different people, and just seeing him come into himself as well. Great attitude, someone that is super coachable. The times that, he's learning, the moment, if he makes a mistake, he doesn't make it again. He wants to be better. Someone that has proved he can run all the routes, make contested catches, create separation. So I'm super excited for him.
Bryce, you had a chance to talk after the game. I wasn't up there, but how much did that one drive, and it being a successful drive, just kind of, give you a little confidence heading into the season, at least that, things are going in the right direction. When you're looking ahead to going into year two.
Yeah, it was, I think it was really good for us as a unit, as a team, something for us to build off of. It was a really good opportunity just for us to, again, go out. This is a new group, new system, us to be able to go out and compete, in a game setting. We came a couple of good scenarios came up for us to get work on in that game setting. So, I'm happy about how things went. Obviously, you watch the film, things went well, stuff to improve on. But I think it's good for us, something for us to build off of. But, of course, one drive in the preseason. We want to make sure that, again, we take it and we're able to build off of it and continue it. But obviously that doesn't entitle us to anything during the season. We don't start the game with any more points next week in New Orleans. So something to build off of for sure, but there's a lot of work to continue to do, a lot of growth we still have to keep having. So, we always kind of have that growth mindset.
Have you started your Saints preparations?
We've right now as a team, this has just been a bonus week for us. We viewed it, obviously, today obviously is a big day. Kind of the rest of this week of, figuring out the rosters to having stability there. So right now as a team, this has been a bonus week for us. So it's just been going against our defense in practice, putting new stuff in that's just toolbox stuff for us. So that's been the focus for us.
Given that Panthers are number one in the waiver wire positioning, do you think there'll be some more additions, maybe, the roster not set, so to speak?
Yeah, again, that's above my
why are they asking
my
him
pay
that?
grade. That's everyone on the front office and the coaching staff, and whatever decision it is, I know to be what's best for the team.
Hypothetically, say that is the case, and you have some new faces in here between now and the Saints game. What do you do, especially if they're pass catchers, just to kind of help bring them along and get them caught up quickly?
Yeah, just do whatever it takes. The coaches have a great plan to get. Again, whatever happens, if there is movement, the coaches will obviously have a plan with that, get people acclimated or whatever it is that's necessary. And then, also from my perspective, it's just a position that I'm around, and that it's my job as well to make sure that I'm having conversations, we're going over things, having talks, doing if it means going over extra things and watching film or talking through plays or the game plan. It's my job as well, just as much to make sure that for the team's sake, as acclimated as can be, we're on the same page. So again, whatever the coaches choose to do, I'll support, and I'll do it, whatever it takes to get us to the best position we can come next week.
Bryce, your 5-man draft class went through a lot of growing pains last year. You, Chandler, DJ, Jonathan, Jamie, you're all still here after this cut. Have you guys ever taken some time to reflect this summer and just kind of talk about where you guys have been, what you guys have been through, and where you guys have come from?
Yeah, it's a blessing for sure. Just to be here. That entire rookie class, rookie year, you go in and you do a lot of things together. There's extra stuff for rookies and courses and stuff you do outside of football together. So I think everyone in the class, we all kind of, you kind of gain an extra bond with the guys in your class. So it's definitely a blessing for all the guys that were drafted last year to still be here. I'm grateful for that. And it definitely is something that, I feel like we all would say we don't take for granted and recognize. So, we're grateful.
Bryce, receivers have said that you take time to watch film with them and watch and specifically talk about, how you guys can get on the same page. Can you kind of take us into those conversations, whether it be with Amir Smith-Marset or whoever, when you're sitting down and watching film with them, what do you try to talk to them about?
Just wanting us to be on the same accord, see things the same way. Football is obviously there's so many little complexities, and it's not always this is a right way, this is a wrong way. It's just how much on the same page can you be, how efficient can you be. A lot of times that's something as a team that we definitely pride ourselves in. So it's just having conversations of, hey, in our room, this is how we talked about it, this is how we see it, this is what we want. How do you guys see it in your room? How do you guys talk about it? Okay, it's a little different. All right, well, this is why I see it this way, why you see this. All right, this is our conclusion. Or, oh, okay, cool. I'm glad you guys see it this way. And sometimes for them, it's, hey, we saw this little thing on whatever route or whatever coverage. We feel like this could be open. Oh, okay, I didn't see that. I didn't think about it. That's a good idea. I like that. All right, let's get on it. I'm glad. Let's get on the same page. I'll talk to the coaches. We'll come back, all that stuff. So really, it's just as much as we can have those conversations, we can be on the same page, and there not be on Sundays as little up to interpretation as possible as to cover those bases. That's really just the why behind all that.
Not to jump to any conclusions, but did that bear fruit when on 4th and 3 you're rolling to your right and Diontae Johnson's wide open on the sideline?
Yeah, I think it all kind of comes into play with that. That's something that we've all echoed. The coaching staff has echoed with starting the second play and us having a mindset of that. And, just all those conversations, that stuff, again, we definitely don't just go out there, practice, and then do everything independently. Even when we have our different meetings, if there's something that we're not sure on or whatever it is, we make sure that we have those face-to-face conversations. Everyone in the offense, we all try to have as much of those as possible. So I think it's a accumulation of all that little stuff coming in, and I think that kind of for each plays that's executed, there's always a lot of sources you can point to.
Thank you, Bryce.
Appreciate you guys.
Bro, I love Bryce, but damn, his presses are terrible, bro. I gotta be honest. I cannot. His
Chill on my
presses
guy.
are.
Chill on my
Bro.
guy, man.
I'm sorry. I'm just keeping it a
Chill
buck.
on
I
my
mean, you kind of want the presses to be boring.
No, I don't.
No,
I mean, what
as a
what
player,
are you
that's what you
expecting?
want.
Yeah,
You
what are
don't
you
want.
expecting to get out of it?
Yeah.
Bro, I think it's like the people in the chat are saying it's too perfect. There's no
It's too politically correct.
There's no real in his, you could tell, and I get it. I understand it. I know. But sometimes, you want your quarterback to come out there and tell the truth. Yo, man, just tell it, bro.
So some of them he will show his personality and he'll laugh and joke. But this one
I don't care about the personality. It's not the personality. It's what he's saying. It's what he's saying, bro.
He's never going to give you.
Exactly.
Give it to you.
That's my point.
You know who else won't give it? You know who else didn't give it to you?
Pressers.
You know who else didn't give it to you though? Tom Brady. He didn't give it to you.
You know who did give it to us?
Cam Newton. Yeah,
Cam
he's not Cam, bro.
I know. I'm not saying he should be. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, I have not listened to a Bryce Young press conference since That was the first time I listened to a full press conference of Bryce since Canellis got here. So I just wanted to hear what he had to say about Canellis. I cannot listen. Like, I checked out, bro. What are you telling me? And I respect it. I don't have to listen to it. That's why I choose not to. Y'all made me listen to it. Y'all gonna listen to the pressers? Pull up the pressers. Okay, let's pull up the pressers. I just choose not to listen to his pressers. You're not gonna get anything from it. I'm just being honest, bro. Like, what did you learn from this press conference?
I learned that he spoke highly of TMJ. I mean, highly of TMJ.
He's gonna speak highly of everybody.
He's gonna speak highly of everybody.
No, you think he's gonna come out there and tell you TMJ trash?
No, but you know.
All right, then you didn't learn anything. You knew that. You knew.
Nah, we're not gonna learn. No, bro, listen, man. I live in New England, so I've seen the Bill Belichick press conference.
You know one thing we probably could do because of the fact that Bryce is so media trained, and I'm not saying it's in a bad way. I think he says all the right things.
I think it's important to be media trained.
Yes, we could watch a presser, and we can hear the question that the reporter asked. We can pause it and we can probably guess the answer
and predict it. You can predict the answer. That's what I was just about to say.
Yeah,
I can tell you what Bryce is gonna say before he says it, and it's okay. I don't have to listen to the press conferences. I choose not to listen to them. I don't like listening to a Bryce Young press conference. I'm not gonna get anything from it personally. This is my opinion. I respect it. Be media trained. That's cool.
Shout out to Railroad Man for the super. Shout out to Railroad Man for the super chat. Just download Underdog Fantasy and use PNP, and that's what everybody should do, ladies and gentlemen. Nice. Didn't know Underdog Fantasy at 80x. Oh, it gets higher than 80x, my man. It gets higher than 80x depending on what you do, because you can do 10x and go up to over 300x depending on the maneuvers that you do to get your higher lowers in. So, and they're doing tokens now, so it's a free play opportunity. They're doing daily tokens and things of that sort. So check them out, man. Go to underdogfans.com, use the promo code PNP when you do.
Facts. Now I am turning into every Canellis presser. Canellis is gonna give you the real.
Yeah.
I'm tuning into every single Canellis press conference. And you don't have, and again, it's my choice whether I click on a Bryce Young press conference or not. I choose not to listen to them because I know I'm not gonna get anything. Canellis, though, I'm tapped in. Never missing one. Dan Morgan, every now and then. He ain't gonna give you nothing too much, but Canellis gives it up, bro. He gives it up. And I like that. Pause. I got it. Pause.
You said it twice, bro. I tried to give you the first time.
Pause. I got it. But it's okay. It's okay, bro. I'm not looking for drama. So here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not looking for drama. That's
it's just not your cup of tea.
Yeah, it's just I know what he's gonna say. If you ask him about his receivers, oh yeah, everybody's doing a great job.
Whoa. You talked about me, nah.
All right, my bad. Flag on the play.
Nah, that wasn't it, bro. You just in here talking about me, nah.
My bad. I ain't gonna do that again. I ain't gonna do that again. That's my bad. I didn't mean to do that.
Wow.
I didn't mean to do that.
I had to walk off on that one.
That's my bad. I didn't mean to do that. But anyway, who's my favorite player to get interviewed? Current
player. That's tough. As an NFL player,
or are you talking about current player on the team?
Current Panther player. Current player. Okay, current Panther player.
Shaq's cool.
Yeah, Shaq
don't like Shaq. You can tell Shaq don't want to be there.
He don't like him. Yeah, Shaq don't like him. So
that's what folks want to see. Like that's the type. See. But the funny thing is, you know who, like me living up here, the guy that did not want to be there, Bill Belichick, legendary. I don't want to be there conferences, man. Legendary.
Shaq, I like Shaq. I like Shaq press conferences. Even Diontae did one today. Y'all want to listen to Diontae's?
Sure. The thing, why you get that up? The thing about Bill's press conferences is that like they're boring as hell, but there'll be that one time where he'll like go 15 minutes on special teams and talk about the history of special teams. It was just some random thing about football that somebody asks him.
Yeah.
And then he'll be like, thank you for that question. But 99% of them questions, he wants no parts of it. None of them.
One thing I will say though, that's one thing I'll say about Bryce too. Bryce is not going to give you no one word answer either. He's going to give you a detailed answer. Sometimes he gives you a lot of jargon, but I would say detail.
Detail with like 5
He's going to give you a lot of words. He'll give you a lot of words. I wouldn't say it's detailed. I would just say he'll give you a lot of it'll give you a lot of fluff. It's a lot of fluff.
Some of it can be fluff.
All right, y'all up here capping now. Now y'all
I'm not capping.
He's a fluffer.
Keep it a buck. He's gonna fluff, bro.
He be fluffing.
And it's okay. It's okay.
And that's fine because most quarterbacks do it. That's the thing. Like I ain't gonna kill him. Most quarterbacks do that.
I choose to not listen to Bryce Young press conferences. So I have checked out from Bryce a long time ago.
You're not saying nothing about him or his character or anything. You just
That's
all
his style.
Right.
That's his style, bro.
Right.
I'm not asking what I don't want people to say is shy. Oh, you asking him to change?
Oh,
no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not asking him to change anything about himself. You handle the press conferences the way you want to. That's you, bro. I could choose to listen to it or not. That's on me. I can control that. You know what I mean? So I'm not telling Bryce Young to do anything. He handles it the way he handles it. I'm just telling y'all, I check out, bro. That's just me. I checked out midway through it. When he talked about TMJ, that was pretty good. After that, I couldn't tell you a word he said after TMJ and Coker. And that was more so about Coker because I wanted to hear what he had to say about Coker. But I knew he was going to say, oh, he's attention to detail. He's locked in. Great route runner. Blah, blah, blah. I knew he was going to say that. He didn't give me anything I didn't already know already. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Bryce, bro. Salute. I don't want to turn this into hate. That's not what this is about.
Yeah.
But Diontae Johnson.
Cool. How did it go compared to your expectations?
I felt like it was smooth. I mean, to me, it was kind of easy other than like Pittsburgh's training camp. I mean, I don't know, but I feel like I still got the same amount of work in here. So it wasn't nothing different that I haven't already been through.
Hold up. Oh, pause. Was that how do I take that?
What did he say?
Let's look at it again.
Let's rewind that.
Yeah, rewind that. Rewind that.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Now we're getting real.
Yeah.
This is real. What he just did.
Drama.
Okay. All right, here we go. Pay attention, everybody.
How did it go compared to your expectations?
I felt like it was smooth. I mean, to me, it was kind of easy other than like Pittsburgh's training camp. I mean, I don't know, but I feel like I still got the same amount of.
He pretty much said that this training camp was a walk in the park compared to what I used to do in Pittsburgh with Mike Tomlin. That's what I heard.
Exactly.
That's what I heard
too. I ain't trying to start nothing.
Yo, but let me tell you something. It's funny. It's funny because if you guys ever watched the pivot interview with Mike Tomlin, when he made the comment about before Raheem Morris got hired, obviously, because this happened prior to that. When he made the comment, he was like, there are coaches in the NFL that should not be an NFL head coach. Raheem Morris should be an NFL head coach. And I don't understand why he's not an NFL head coach. And when he said it, you know what the first guy I thought about when he said that shit? Matt Rule. That's the first guy I thought about.
We watching Diontae Johnson. How the hell we get all the way over
he's
to
a Steeler.
Matt
he used to be a Steeler.
Okay. All right, I got you. Let's keep it rolling.
He's going to try to clean it up, though.
It wasn't nothing different that I haven't already been through.
Dave said yesterday that this wide receiver group turned out to be a real strength of the team. You guys kept 7 guys on that initial 53-man roster. What does that say about the room and your guys' complementary skills to each other?
Just the work we put in and how we feed off each other. You know, everybody came in this year dialed in and ready to compete every day. And I'm saying once somebody made a mistake, everybody was there to, correct them or help them out in some sort of way. Like I said, we just came out there with an attitude that we wanted to be the best group out there, and we made plays, and we showed that throughout camp.
Specifically with a guy like Coker, what has he done well that stood out to you?
He's a hard worker. Comes in, don't say much, but gets his job done. But he's a good listener whenever he needs help with something or he asks for help on a certain route or whatever the case may be. But like I said, he's just a hard worker overall.
All right, question. I got a question.
What do you believe was?
I had a question. If you interviewing me, shouldn't the questions be about me? Why are you asking me about Jalen Coker, bro? I'm like, look, ain't this my interview, bro?
No, you can ask whatever. It's about the team, and they don't necessarily get all the players. So you're going to ask things based on what you want to ask about, based on position. So
Almost
it makes sense. It would make sense that somebody that's probably be considered a leader of the position group would be asked about somebody that is a young wide receiver on the roster at the time.
Yeah. And almost every offensive player gets a question about Bryce.
Everybody. Like that's just a natural thing. Because they don't get anything out of Bryce, so they got to ask everybody else. Just like we just had a whole discussion point about it, right?
That's a fact.
So they're gonna ask everybody else.
Just asking. All right, all good.
The source of that here.
Say again.
You were saying when you were describing your camp experience, saying in some ways it was easy. I was asking the ease that you found. What do you believe is the source of it?
Just it's kind of hard to say because you have to be in wherever I was at, my past team, to experience it, to know where I'm coming from. But it's football at the end of the day. Like it's nothing really different. It's just certain things we did differently here than we do where I was in Pittsburgh or whatever. But
it's
come down to football and
I like
your work ethic.
Hold on, I like that. Don't even say that. He didn't even want to say the name. He said wherever I was at prior. Don't even want to say Pittsburgh. I like that.
I can't wait today on our schedule.
Yeah,
he's still here. He's still here.
He might 250 up on them. I like that smoke. I like that.
Yeah, I feel like they challenged us in the same ways, but I'm saying it's just how you approach it and go about it.
Okay, was that the cleanup? Was that better?
A try. He tried to clean it up.
Good try.
I think he knows that he shouldn't have said that, but he's trying to
still clean up on aisle 7, bro. Clean up on aisle 5 to be specific. Clean up on aisle 5. We need some help.
You did there. I see what you did there.
It's still a spill down here. We need some help over here. Clean up on aisle 5. It's something ain't right. All good. We'll keep it rolling.
Yo, that machine ain't clean shit.
4th and 3.
It just moved the mess around.
Yep.
Where we caught the pass from Bryce, we kept it alive. How did all the little things that happened in that play kind of show you how Bryce has developed this preseason?
Just him being poised in the pocket, not panicking, but
to your point,
pocket broke down or whatever, he was still able to keep his eyes downfield and get out of the pocket. I was able to feel him coming out of the pocket and break off my route to get in his vision to move the sticks. Shows that the connection that we've been having throughout camp, and it showed on that play right there.
Love to see.
What do you mean you could feel him?
It's just you can tell when somebody breaking the pocket. You see how everybody's momentum change, and you just react off it. And I just felt like I reacted just in time, just to get in his vision and move the sticks.
Yeah, has that sort of thing happened throughout training camp?
Yeah, on multiple occasions.
That's how you feel.
I'm breaking the pocket. I'm breaking my route that I was originally supposed to run, and just like I say, just continue to get in his vision, and that's how we can move the sticks down the field.
Is that something that you and him, not to belabor this point, but is that something
you are
that
belaboring,
you and him,
sir?
I don't know, have sat down and watched film over and been like, and you maybe said, I knew you were rolling out to the right this way when everyone was moving?
No, it's just your rules you're supposed to have when you're a receiver. When you see the quarterback break pocket, your job is to get in vision, stay in phase or whatever. So everybody's supposed to be on different levels in that situation. So my job is to make sure I'm on my right level, so I'm not in the lower defenders or lower receivers' vision or whatever, or his window, so we don't collide or whatever the case may be. So I can have opportunity to catch the ball and move the sticks.
You told us yesterday that you've been the best receiver at that in camp, kind of figuring out when Bryce is breaking and where to go. Was that always the case with your game, or did you kind of?
I kind of did a lot of that stuff when I was playing with Big Ben, Roethlisberger or whatever. So I was just being in those situations with him, and then coming here, like it's just like second nature to me. Just I'm saying with a different quarterback, so it's nothing different.
Ben's ability to kind of keep plays alive and just not go down.
Mm-hmm.
Is it kind of like, how offensive linemen just keep blocking till kind of the play's over? You just keep running until you guys find that kind of area to complete a pass? Yeah,
just you play until you hear the whistle. Just trying to make I call it not a free play, but just one of those plays where you can get big yak after the catch. Try to move the sticks or whatever the case may be, try to gain momentum, bust the covers, little stuff like that. Just try to stay in the quarterback's vision at all times.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I realize the roster's always fluid this time of year, but Jalen Coker, undrafted kid, Holy Cross makes the roster.
Second question, bro. Second Coker.
Anything that stood out about him this training camp too?
Is that a repeat question?
I mean, just the way he comes in and he just goes to work,
knows what he's doing out there all the times. I mean, everybody's not perfect, but you know what I'm saying. But he just goes out there and works hard and compete every day and makes plays when the ball comes his way. It's just, I feel like the way when he capitalized on making the roster, he's just making the most of his opportunities, and I feel like he did that. He showed that in the games. Now he's just steady growing each and every day.
Are those all scheduled throws that Bryce comes up with, getting out of the pocket and things like that? Is that something you think people just didn't get to see last year, didn't realize how effective it could be? Or
I can't really speak on what happened last year because I wasn't here, but I just can really just go off what I'm seeing this year on film at practice and what I can continue to get better at to help this team win and move the sticks, you know what I'm saying, keep the offense on the field and just little stuff like that. So I'm just going to keep working on staying in his vision and just help keep him getting Bryce better.
You think we'll see a lot of those this year from him?
You talking about him getting out the pocket and stuff? Yeah, most definitely. I mean, the pocket not going to always be perfect, so you got to expect that as a receiver.
Does he remind you of anybody, now that you've had a full camp, that you've seen before?
Who, Bryce? I would say just how elusive he is. I didn't know he can stick his foot in the ground and create separation like that once he breaks the pocket. Kind of, I want to say his dead last sort of like Lamar Jackson's or whatever, but just like I like the way he breaks out the pocket, can get that extra yards that we need to stay on the field and stuff like that. Look, so that's what I would say.
You smiled the moment that you said that. Do you remember the first time that they surprised you in that way?
I seen the play last year on film. I think they was playing I want to say the Saints here or whatever. He broke the pocket and he made a defender miss and got the first down. That's what surprised me. I'm like, oh, I had to go and talk to him about that.
You didn't know that was part of his game.
Yeah, it kind of surprised me. So
he just
I'm
say
happy
that
he got that in his bag a little bit. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, folks got a job to do, right?
Are they doing a job?
I'm about to say.
Look, man. I'm gonna be honest. Like you were talking about not watching the all Rice's pressers. The only one I'll tune into is Canales. That's probably the list.
Same. Yeah, me too.
Like that. I mean, I know you said it earlier, but like that. Like Canales, you got to show me enough, and Canales has shown me enough that it's worth going to his pressers.
Facts.
I need that.
Like I went to Rule. I listened to Rule pressers because it was just hilarious to watch.
No, that's comedy, bro.
It's comedy. Frank Wright,
bro.
You could tell that Frank knew that the days were done, but his pressers weren't that impressive. Like,
let me ask y'all this, because people ask us about, hey, Shy, y'all need credentials. A lot of people gave us props for, hey, y'all should get credentials. Let me ask you this hypothetically, right? If you had the opportunity to ask Diontae Johnson a question, or Bryce, either one, what would you ask?
First of all, I think that's a good question. I can't think of it right now, but one thing I want to know, and Dave, if you know this, please let me know. But do they know? Do the reporters know who they're going to be interviewing? Like
they get the find. They're told who they get.
Yeah.
Okay. Know. So my thing is like, if you know who you're going to get well in advance, you should have some questions lined up. I feel like sometimes
I don't know if it's well in advance.
Yeah, I don't know if it's well.
Nah, it's not well enough. You typically get a couple from what and Vast's the best person to ask because she's in the room.
I have to ask.
But the way I know I've done press coverage for for college basketball in the past. Yeah. So what I do know is that you get typically the important players, but I'm assuming with training camp you're gonna get different sets. Like you're not gonna always get the same set, but like for basketball, you would get the two players that were a factor in the game. Typically, you get a captain and you get somebody else.
Got it.
And a lot of times, you just but you're asking questions about something that just happened.
Be right back.
Yeah. Right.
So you just sometimes got to be on your toes of what you want to ask.
And Preston said that too. He said when he went, they told us who they were getting before they walked in.
Yeah. So I think So
that could make a lot of sense of why we're getting some of the questions we're getting.
Yeah. But if you're talking about asking questions at the end of training camp to a player that got traded, there's a lot of things you could have asked, right? You could have asked about the question about the other wide receivers. That ain't a bad question to ask because you are considered a leader of that group. Like I said earlier, right? So I ain't mad at that. But then when you start, when you start poking him about what he said about the camp, that was fascinating.
Yeah.
But I don't think they saw that coming. But you could tell that they didn't see that answer coming. Like they didn't expect him to say it was easier than what he had in Pittsburgh.
No, which is why the next reporter asked him to go further. They're trying to get something out of that.
Yeah, because their job is to write a story. Like their job is to write a story, right? And that's part of the reason why us getting credentials was never like something that needed to happen, because we ain't really writing stories over here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Vashti and Sheena, they write stories. They're on the news. They're on Pat McAfee. Like they're doing that. They're doing that work.
Right.
They're
going to ask the questions they need for their story.
Yes. Yeah.
No.
You know, they'll try to get the details that they can. I mean, but like, I think for us, it's like, all right, we want to stay. We're primarily doing opinions here. Like we don't necessarily need to be in the room where it happens, so to speak.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of rule sets involved in that too. Like
that's the thing that people don't know about. You know what I'm saying? Like there are certain things where you probably like, you can't ask this, you can't ask that, or there's a reason why you have to get credentials, because there's certain things you can and can't do.
I mean, and Shy tweeted it, man. We tried about 5 years ago, and they denied us. And so, you know, and there could have been reasons why, and understandable, and it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not
everything has for a reason, because right now you probably don't want it.
Well, true, yeah. And the thing, and the thing is, it's funny because like we're working to figure out to try to get credentials for the Celebration Bowl this year for HBCU, and in the past it's hard to get. I'm going to get a ticket to the game, but I would like to have credentials so I can like go and interview these coaches. So I would try to get in earlier if I can, or at a minimum, at least do post game.
I think that's the thing about credentials too. You do get access to these players to do one-on-one interviews, like in the locker room. So I think that would be a cool idea. But go ahead.
But yeah, but even with us, right? We've been able to get some players that are currently on the team, right? And even with the HBCU sports stuff, I can just reach out to these players. I can, if I wanted to, right? Like I didn't want to fully turn my show that I got on Thursdays into an interview every week type of thing. We're gonna have somebody this week.
Nice.
But I didn't want to do that every week thing because of the type of show format that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So you know, because it's supposed to be a fun show, but we'll be serious on Thursday.
That makes sense. That man came back with food.
Yeah, he always eating in front of me, man.
But man, when you do a 12-hour stream, I get it.
Nah, he can eat. I mean, I ain't gonna say that man. That man gonna get his grub on. I can't knock him for that. He out here doing God's work. We just don't want to hear him smacking. That's all. When we don't hear him smacking, we good.
Nah, he muted. He muted up.
I know.
But no, I think that's an interesting piece. I don't think I would want credentials because of the fact that you are kind of limited on that. Yeah. And plus, like I think you all proven, like you said, y'all can get the players.
I mean, it ain't always it's not easy. I mean, it's not easy. And Shaw can speak to that. It's not easy. It's not easy. But I will say this: we did try to get a player going that route, and we didn't have any luck.
We did. We tried to go the route of going through Panthers media. We tried the right way, and unsuccessful. Yeah, so that's why we always go the roundabout way.
So, but it's cool. Sure. I mean, it's cool beans, you know. And Chris from Charlotte Vibe, he gets some of these players too, and I'm pretty sure he grinds to do it because he historically likes to go interview the rookies and do that ordeal. It's a lot. Like it ain't as easy. Yeah. But you know. But let's see what we got going on here. Looking at this chat. Yeah, Wingstop, man. That was leftover Wingstop.
No, that's pizza right here.
Oh, that was pizza.
Marco's.
Oh, yeah, I gotta figure out dinner. Yeah, we have some chicken in the freezer. My daughter was like, "Oh, no, we can't have that chicken." She said it smelled too bad. And I'm like, "All right, well, dump it. It's fine." Chicken was in the freezer for a while, man. It's warranted. It can go. It's fine. It was a clearance. It was the type of chicken that you buy that's like 50% off. It's going to expire that day, so you either go eat it or throw it in the freezer. We threw it in the freezer. It's been in the freezer for a long time. I told her like, if it smells bad, we ain't gonna cook it.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
Yeah, I was like, we'll throw it out. We'll check it out. It's bad. We'll throw it away.
Good call.
So
Tom Pelissero starting to tweet a little bit. Somebody, Mike White's visiting the Bills. I mean,
Mike White. Oh, Mike White. Remember Mike White from the Jets?
Mm-hmm.
Was out here giving Zach. I heard Zach Wilson looking too half bad in Denver too.
He looked pretty good. He looked pretty good during preseason, but I think he may be the second up. But Jason Stidham was a little pissed that he didn't get the starting job. He has some things to say. We're gonna talk about on the pregame, but it was interesting.
Who's pissed?
Jarrett Stidham.
Oh, he shouldn't have gotten the starting job. Oh, yeah, he is still in Denver, ain't he?
Yeah.
Oh, he wasn't gonna get the starting job. He wasn't gonna beat up on next.
No, but it's the fact that he just I feel as though I'm a starting caliber quarterback in this league.
Bomani Jones had the greatest quote ever when Cam Newton first got signed with the Patriots, and at the time it was Jarrett Stidham that was projected to be the starter.
Mm-hmm.
And they were saying, well, we don't know if Cam Newton can figure out the offense. The radio guys at the time like, we don't know if Cam Newton can figure out the offense. Well, you know what the Patriots need to do? I said, you know what the Patriots need to do? You need to figure out an offense for Cam Newton. That's what you need to do. And they did. It was like, I can't believe you guys think that Jarrett Stidham's a better quarterback than Cam Newton. No.
Facts.
It's fine, man. He ain't the Peter man, but sometimes you just gotta be on the bench sometimes. It's okay.
Hey man, you got no one to hold him, no one to fold him.
So,
Yeah,
I know y'all beat me up about wearing Panthers gear, but I literally had to go take my car to the shop, was working today. As soon as I got back, I hopped back in at 6 o'clock, and I wasn't trying to change at this point.
It's all good. You got that fresh cut though.
Yeah, I got the fresh cut while I was out too. It's typically I get a cut every other week with me and my son. So
yeah,
every other Tuesday. So today was the day, and tomorrow's the first day of school. My daughter's first day is Thursday. His is tomorrow, and then
nice.
they get Monday off because it's Labor Day. Then a week after that is primary day, so they get that off too. So they getting all these days, man.
I don't understand it.
Well, they get winter break up here too. Winter break, they get a week of February off.
It's crazy. Dave,
they get all these breaks.
How many people we claiming on the waiver? How many?
One.
If you had to guess,
one, maybe two. One possible.
Shad, you can just hold up. I know you eating. Just two.
He's thinking two. Yeah, no more than two.
Yeah, you got maybe one in a pop. That's fine.
Yeah, that's why yeah, it's a terrible spades hand.
Terrible hit.
Fighting to get bored here. Fighting to get bored. One in a push. But the thing about how the waiver works, doesn't it reset?
No, not for us. We'll have it.
No, it doesn't. But if you take a guy, you can't just be like, I want the first 5 guys. I think there's an order of operations about that waiver call.
I thought so too, but I don't know. Mike,
you'll still be first when the next round goes, but I don't know. I don't
think it's like that. I think you can get as many people as you want, but you're gonna have to drop the same amount of people too.
Yeah,
that's how it seemed like Mike K was when he put it on Twitter. He was like, you get who you want, but you got to have the roster spots for them. So say that it was 5 people out there. The Panthers was like, yes, I want those 5. You can get all 5 because you're number 1, but you're gonna have to drop those spots.
That means you got to get rid of 5 players,
right?
Which is fine,
right? So
they'll probably drop 1 or 2 at the most, and I know where they'll go. I think Jamie's in trouble.
PV's in trouble.
Yeah, PV's in trouble. I don't think they're gonna pull a wide receiver out. I don't see that happening. The rest of the spots, but they could they pull the offensive lineman out the paint?
Yeah,
they could.
There was 10 of them. I think Cade Mays, or
Rain, whatever.
Rain, excuse me, however you pronounce it. He's probably could be someone you can take a look at too. But I don't see no more than 2. No more than 2 waiver claims.
Same.
Yeah, 2 makes sense. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be more than 2. Yo, my man said Rashad been here so long he gonna start seeing ghosts and become the next Sam Darnold. Man, Sam I'm
about to be done in a minute. I think I about reached my max.
Oh yeah, I know you. Look, man, I said this will be. I said we'll do a new stream. This will be the PNP episode. We're gonna be done. It'll be a short one.
Hour, and then 9 o'clock. I'm out, bro. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Nah, I mean that's 13 hours, bro.
Facts.
I mean you good. I mean, I only popped in for like 3 of 13. You know, it ain't so. I got to, brother got to work.
Big facts. And I got to eat. I'm hungry.
I haven't eaten either, and I might have to go grocery shopping tonight.
That's nasty work.
What, grocery shopping at 9 o'clock? Shoot, that's optimal. I ain't got to worry about people. Line quick, get what I need to get in, get out. Too late for y'all, man. You ain't about that nightlife grocery shopping game, man. You muted,
definitely not. Yeah, no, I know, definitely not.
Man,
yeah, I'm not doing it.
Nah, I mean, I might try to slide out there and go. Like I told Devon, give me a list. I'll probably step outside. Because Lamar gonna be sleeping a few for his first day. So so I might just step out, get what we need to get, and come back.
I feel on that. Where y'all think TMJ going? You think he clearing, or you think?
I think he's going. I personally think he's going. If he only team I think that might go grab him is the Bengals. Other than that, I think he's going to clear.
Yeah, I think he's going to clear and then get the hell out of Dodge. He's not coming back here. I can tell you that.
Oh,
he might not have a choice.
He's not coming back here, bro.
He will have a choice. If he clears waivers, he'll have a choice.
If nobody wants him, he doesn't.
I think he'll get picked up.
Or that. He'll get picked up. I think all said and done, whether he gets picked up or not, whether he gets a waiver claim put in on him or not, I think it's going to be probably the Bills. I think the Bills makes the most sense. Like the article said.
Joe Brady had him, so makes sense.
Yeah, Joe Brady had him, knows what that or the Bengals, but he'll definitely get a role somewhere.
I mean, he's still on a rookie deal, so Yeah,
1 year left on that rookie deal. If he clears waivers, that's the only thing. If he clears waivers, that matters. But if he if he clears waivers, it doesn't matter. If he doesn't clear waivers, obviously they're picking up the balance of that contract. But
do you still believe in TMJ?
No.
Well, he's gone now. I don't need to.
But okay, so hold on. All right, look, y'all. Look, come on, stop it. Because
he the ops.
He the
ops, bro.
He the ops, man.
Hey, you know how it is for me.
I
know what time it is.
I know how you get down, but there's been times we've been on the stream, all 3 of us here, and it was like if he goes anywhere else, he'll cook. You've said that, Shy.
Well, I mean, he's a cooker. He'll cook elsewhere.
He could cook, but not in my kitchen. You got to get out. We don't want to see.
We're not saying he gonna go for 150 and 3 tutties against us.
He's had a from the standpoint of, and they were discussing this too, but from the standpoint of the number of different coaches he's had, the number of OCs that he's had, got it. Maybe he needs a clean start, but I'm gonna tell you something. If he goes to Buffalo, I don't know if that's the clean start he legitimately wants. There's cats that think that McDermott might be done if he doesn't do enough in the playoffs.
Facts.
So he better hope the guy. That's why I said Cincinnati probably makes the most sense for him. Because if he ends up in Buffalo, he gonna be back in square one next year.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna continue a streak.
It happens.
Of new coaches.
You gotta be. That's why you gotta be careful about what team you want to go to. That matters. If only if you're choosing your team. Obviously, if you get selected or you get a waiver claim put on you can't do nothing about it. But once you hit free agency, bro, you got to be careful about where you're going.
The Vikings is interesting too because they just lost Addison for a period of time.
Yeah. TMJ going to Kansas City. I don't know. They got
I think they pretty much locked. They just let go of some guys too.
They let Tony go. They ain't got work. They don't have a wide receiver problem. And they drafted one. I picked them up a lot in Dynasty.
Xavier Worthy.
Mm-hmm. Got a lot of Xavier Worthy in my Dynasty. The 2 Dynasty leagues I'm in.
Last topic before we get out of here. My bad, Carlo. We're talking about this on pregame. But bro, did y'all watch Cam Newton's joint?
Man,
I haven't watched it yet. Bro, let me tell you something. This is definitely a pregame.
Bro. It's in my notes. It's literally in my notes, bro. That I'm gonna send to you tomorrow.
That shit.
I ain't watched the whole thing. I just saw the snippet. Did you watch the whole interview?
I watched the whole thing. I watched the whole 2 hour, whatever. I watched the whole entire thing, bro.
Man.
I watched this.
Hey, let me just say this. Bro. I'm so glad I'm married, bro. Like this whole thing. High value, bro. You gotta have a fucking excuse my language. You gotta have a PhD to like understand how to date somebody, bro. And that's it's unsat, bro. I don't like it.
But we're gonna hear
I'm happily married.
We're gonna hear West Coast's stance on that too, Vashti.
Bro.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, that's gonna be spicy. That's gonna take not tomorrow. Excuse me, Thursday. I said tomorrow.
Thursday. Listen, man. I saw the one snippet, and everybody's been doing think pieces on it, bro. Like straight think pieces. Like my thing is always this: that man got to live his life. His goal. I mean, he got to be a father to his kids. As long as he's being a father to his kids. I mean, I know it ain't the most optimal thing from that standpoint, from what people's opinion on it, but as long as he's father to his kids, I mean, that's the goal, right? You bring these kids to the earth, you take care of your kids. I mean, in the perfect world, we'd like to be married, sure, but this comes from somebody who had the first kid out of wedlock and currently divorced. Like, the goal is to take care of the kids, man. Like you if you can make it work, cool, but
it wasn't like did you see the snippet? Because I agree with that, but it's how Cam kind of came at it at first that kind of made that initiated.
No. Listen, man,
she was
tough.
She was going in.
I love it. I love it because Cam, he will fry anybody else up.
Yes.
And so she kept that energy with Cam, and Cam couldn't do nothing but just sit there, bro. He was real humble,
but it was props to him because most folks wouldn't even be willing to put that out there like that, to air it like that.
Yes.
So I commend Cam. I commend Cam for doing that because most folks listen, man. One thing I learned when I became an adult is that when you start talking to your family members, you would be surprised what you find out was happening in them streets back in their era. We ain't got nothing on them. Put it on your family, you ain't got nothing on them. Nothing. You start doing different types of math.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, man,
it was good, bro. I could talk all day about that, but that whole situation. I love what Cam is doing, bro. Like the different types of guests that he has. It's not just
formats that he created too. Like
he's got a lot of different formats.
Formats, man. He's killing it. He is killing it.
He's doing a good job, but he definitely got humbled up on that joint for real. And the lady was spitting facts, and it was dope. Listen, good stuff.
What did Pop say from Friday? You win some, you lose some.
Yeah,
you live to fight another day.
Live to fight another day.
Lost that one. But yeah, man. All right. Anything else? Man, I'm about to shut this thing down, man. I'm tired.
I know you are. I can see it in your face. You about to start crying again.
W's again.
Shout out to you, Shy.
I ain't about to start crying. I'm about to go to sleep.
This was amazing, bro. Dave, Shy will be on 8 a.m. tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Don't lie to that man. No, don't be lying to that man. I
will jump on. I will jump on for a few minutes, especially for around lunchtime. If they do make some waiver claims, I'll do a quick lunchtime link. But this was good, man. It was fun. It didn't seem like 12, 13 hours.
Trust me. I know. I hopped in. I left. I occasionally poke in and say something in the chat. It was 13 hours, bro.
Yeah, but it didn't feel like it. Like it was the news kept coming, so it was busy.
Yeah.
So it was a lot. It didn't feel like 12, 13 hours. It felt like we sitting here chilling. So it was all good. It was all good. All good, man. With that said, though, I'm shutting this thing down. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, comments, underdogfantasy.com, PNP, use that code, patreon.com/Panther Nation PC. Check it all out. Support the channel. It's good stuff. We having fun, having a blast. That said, man, this thing, we're shutting it down, man. We'll holler at y'all.
Peace.